What's going on, guys? This is another trading diary of the high growth portfolio. Let's get straight into the stocks for the day. So yesterday was the 20th of the 8th. Here we have a look, an overview of the 10 stocks. It was a little bit of a down day. It shouldn't do too much to the overall gains, but I think this was to be expected. The market is beginning to top. It's beginning to slow down. We're not going to see the huge gains that we saw, sort of day 1, day 2, day 3. You're still going to see gains over time, but they're not going to be explosive sort of, just with the climate of the market at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, we had 3 winners, 6 losers. A little bit interesting here with this renewable energy company. A lot of indecision. I don't know what that's going to mean. I have looked at the graph. It all really depends on the market and what's happening tomorrow, where the price will be driven. So yesterday I also added that I would give you guys some stocks to add in to the portfolio. Here we have 6. I do have a lot of faith in these stocks. I think even at the moment, some of these stocks are better than what's currently in the portfolio. Of course, at the time, when I picked out the stocks, these were the best stocks. But not to say these stocks aren't good stocks. I would still recommend buying these stocks now. Except this Lincoln Education stock. It hasn't really gone to where we expected, and so I wouldn't recommend that one. But as you can see, that's why I advocate, diversifying the portfolio, because if you had this stock and we only had 5 stocks, that's a 1 in 5. So that's pretty much equivalent of having 2 losers in a 10 stock portfolio. So that's pretty much where I'm coming from in a diversity standpoint. But if you were to start this portfolio today, I would pick up a few of these stocks and just slide them in amongst what we already have here. Now, one more thing I thought I'd add is that these stocks, K92 Mining, Equinox Gold, and Great Panther, are all gold stocks, and we need to be a little bit careful when we pick up gold stocks, because they are volatile. So having stocks in the same sector can be a little bit detrimental. If anything happens to the gold price, you will take hits, and it will probably affect, all 3 of the stocks. So that's just something to keep in mind if you choose to buy the gold stocks. I'm not saying they're bad stocks. So maybe you can mix it up, and include some of them and not include all of them. So another thing I wanted to mention was the R value, which is the risk we're putting out for the portfolio. So I did say when we first made this portfolio to put a 10% Australian stop loss on all your stocks, but recently the market has been beginning to lose momentum. So you might want to tighten your stops, but I've spoken about that in other videos. But we got to remember now, if your stops on any of these stocks is 10%, has to be 10% for all of them. If you want to change it to 5%, you've got to change it 5% for all of them. We can't have it 5, 10, 7. You can't have it all over the place, just depending on how you think the stock will do, or it's going to just ruin the portfolio and break it all apart. And just one last thing I thought I'd add is adding a profit taker. So I know a lot of my videos are sort of catered around making money, and we have made a lot of money, but obviously we haven't cashed out on any of this money yet. So if you're sort of in a short-term mindset, just thinking about making a little bit of money, like as a side thing, you could place a limit order and choose a price to sell the stocks at. Let's say 10%. Let's just say you wanted 10% on each of the stocks. That's around $100 gain. But Personally, I think it's better to be in it for, you know, a longer period of time. It is a portfolio. We're not just swing trading here. I don't think, you know, having these stocks for a short period of time is going to, you know, do too much. But I do believe these stocks are sort of like, you know, mid to long term stocks.